This is your fourth and final fan-requested Friday matchup of the week. Nick Walker versus Roelly Winklaar, please. Well, the thing of it is, if you don't specify the version of Roelly Winklaar, of course, a guy with many, many different versions, I'm going to go with what I think is appropriate, and this, I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, is this Roelly Winklaar's pro debut? Is the Arnold's Classics 2010? Pretty sure this was his pro debut, but anyway, figured I would keep it along the same, keep it fair, because this is Nick Walker's pro debut, and a lot of people are comparing him with guys in their prime. It's just not fair, guys. Anyway, Roelly Winklaar known for those big guns, those big arms, but I'm telling you, Nick Walker, his biceps, just massive and can be matched with the top echelons, I'm here to tell you, including Roelly Winklaar. Even back then, of course, or even now, Nick Walker possesses one of the most monstrous physiques, and both of these guys are monsters for sure. Let's go through the muscularity round, and I will give you my final decision when this is all over. Now, this is a pose where it's hard to judge this here pitcher, first of all, Nick Walker. This is from the North Americans, and he was an amateur here, and it's the only front lat spread I could find, guys. There was not one of the Chicago Pro. But either way, not the best pose for either one of these gentlemen. They're very structurally similar in a pose like this, for sure. Both of them, beast men. But like I said, none of them are going to, win any awards. Maybe a slight edge to Nick in the front double by. Maybe a slight edge to Roelly Winklaar in the front lat. So pretty even going into the side poses. Side chest. And Nick Walker, he's displayed good here. His angle, his chest looks good. The display of it looks better than Roelly Winklaar's. But Roelly, he is so big and so thick from the side, that hanging hamstring. And his pec itself is not too bad. I mean, it's kind of hiding away. And Roelly Winklaar, he always hit his pose like this. He hides away. I don't know. I don't understand. He should bow that chest out. I mean, he has the groceries. Use them. Either way, maybe an edge to Roelly Winklaar. Side tricep, and guys, can you believe it? Roelly Winklaar, he's hitting the side tricep to spec. That's all I ever asked, Roelly. Not even a clear picture, but you can still, in this blurry picture, you can see striations feathering in that tricep. Huge big muscle. And like I said, that's all I ever asked. And I'm going to go ahead and give Roelly Winklaar this point. Turnaround for the back development. And Roelly is tilted thusly. And you have to use your all discretion in this one. I think he might have superior conditioning. Oh, this is a North American's version of Nick Walker. So it's a little unfair again. Blurry picture. No rear lat spread. No front lat spread of the Chicago Pro. Other than a couple of screenshots, which I don't really like using. But anyway. Conditioning looks a little better for Roelly Winklaar. Let's face it, and if the camera was a little, the angle was a little bit straight on, we would see a probably just as wide lat spread as well. Rear double bicep, and I think these guys are pretty similar. I think these guys are pretty similar indeed, and I think Nick Walker, if he, continues to improve the way he is, I think he would give Roelly Winklaar a run for his money, I'm here to tell you. Lower lat insertions may be more prominent for Nick Walker, and the conditioning this time for this clear pitcher, and this is the Chicago Pro, remember, his conditioning was better, I do believe. I think he might be able to take Roelly Winklaar in the rear double. Maybe not the rear lat, but I would wager to say in the rear double he would get Boo Bunder. In particular here with Boo Bunder making his pro debut. I think. Don't quote me on that one. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. All right, let's turn these elemental creatures around and finish this one off. Similar again, guys, in the ab and thigh. I'm telling you right now. Ab development, Roelly Winklaar, not the best back then. I mean, this is one that he has improved upon tenfold. Even in the V-taper, the chest, everything looks a lot better now. I mean, Nick Walker, he could be beating Roelly Winklaar here, depending on who's judging this one. Striated thigh, big muscles everywhere. Perfect V-taper, actually, For a guy known for having a wide waist, not too bad at all. Good muscle separation in the abs as well. Anyway, close. A lot of these poses were close, guys. We're going to finish off with the most muscular. And I guess this is one of those matches, guys, that could, honestly, it could have went either way. I prefer the muscle separation, not so much the size of Roelly Winklaar, because Nick Walker, he's huge too. He's as wide as a house. But I prefer the muscle separation of Roelly Winklaar a little bit better. And like I said, could have went either way, but here is your winner of this contest. In my opinion, that is Roelly Winklaar. Boo Bunder, guys. And this is his pro debut, I think, 2010.
Arnold's Classics. Come on, get to the do it now.
Anyway, guys, that was your fan-requested lineup. A pretty decent lineup, if you ask me. I enjoyed every one of those matches. Hopefully next week's is just as good and, hey, maybe even better. You never know. Hit thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram as well, guys, because I do show the lineup on Instagram. If you don't have an account, well, I guess you're crap out of luck. But anyway, if you do, then you can subscribe to the channel and you can see the lineups. I post it on Wednesdays, maybe even Thursdays sometimes if I'm late. Anyway, guys, have a terrific weekend.